Hi, my name is Ann Reilly, and I'm here today to do my informative speech. And this is my audience, my girlfriends, Lorraine, Peg, and Chris.
Hello.
Okay? All right, I'm going to talk to you about insulation, and here goes. Most homeowners take steps to weatherize their home, either for comfort or efficiency and energy savings. The most important step in weatherization is checking your insulation and being sure that you have proper insulation. Insulation provides a protective barrier between the outside environment and your house. And it prevents heat loss or gain. The U.S. Department of Energy says that there are over 45 million under-insulated homes in the United States. So basically, when properly insulated, your home can make your home much more comfortable, energy efficient. You could think of insulation as like a down jacket for your home. The more your home is bundled up, the less heat that can escape, or if you're air-conditioned home, the cooling won't escape. The attic is one of the prime locations that you could lose heat. So you should check your attic. And some other areas would be crawl spaces, basements, exterior walls, and underfloors. Newer homes are most likely up to code, which is current insulation standards. But however, the code for insulation only requires, the building code in our area only require that you have the minimum amount of insulation in your house. So it's really highly recommended that you add insulation to your existing home insulation. Especially if you have an older home. And what you could do is you could go up into the attic and just check to make sure your attic floor is covered with insulation. And you could have, if you have up to 7 inches of insulation, that would be the most efficient. Some of the most common insulation types are batts and rolls, foam, loose fill, cellulose, blown-in insulation. And I have some examples here. This is an example of a batt or roll. This is just a small piece cut out. But batts and rolls are usually pre-cut, and it's the most common form of insulation used in the United States. This here is an example of blown-in insulation. It's usually made of rock wool, cellulose, fiberglass, and it's used with a special machine to blow in areas of your home. Especially, it's good for odd-shaped cavities in your home. Okay, and then we have the foam insulation. Here's different types of foam. This is a close-cell foam, and this is also, the foam comes in pressurized cans, and you use this close-cell foam comes in pressurized cans, and use special machines to blow in different areas of your home. This has a high R value, which I'll explain in a minute, but it's better. It's the most efficient type of insulation. And this is rigid foam insulation. So this pretty much it's sprayed, but then it's cut out, and this is also better than regular insulation. Okay, the R value of insulation pretty much measures the effectiveness of the insulation, not the thickness, but the effectiveness. And the it would measure the thermal resistance, basically. The higher the R value in the insulation, the more thermal resistant it's going to be, and it's going to resist the heat escaping or getting in from the outside. The cost of insulation would depend on the R value, because the higher the R value, the more expensive, and also if you have the insulation professionally installed, because then you would have labor costs and all that. But usually, if you have a professional install it, they are more educated on where to seal the leaks and all that, and could save you a lot of money. The Department of Energy recommends that every homeowner have an energy assessment or an energy audit, and that is when a professional comes out and evaluates your existing insulation and figures out where you could add some and what type in order to be more energy efficient. How much insulation your house would need would depend on the building design your home is, the climate where you live, just personal preferences, your budget. There's a lot of variables for how much insulation you would get. There's websites such as energy.gov that you can get more information on tax credits for installing insulation, and also just more information about weatherizing. There are also corporate websites, companies that manufacture insulation. They have a lot of information that you could look up on the website, such as Owens Corning, CertainTeed, Johns Manville. They're all really informative. Having your house properly insulated will probably, the initial cost of having the insulation added will probably pay back in about 5 years. So you could save up to 20% per year on your heating and your energy bills, heating and cooling costs. So it would be wise to consider having your insulation evaluated in your home. There are a lot of benefits to it. Keeping your home properly insulated is an important thing to do for the environment, as well as your comfort and energy efficiency and your wallet. Thank you.